What's up guys, Caleb here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Monkey Kids Team Secret HQ. This has 1,959 pieces in the United States and will retail you for $170. Hopefully in this review, I can clear up if this set is worth it for you or not. Let's get straight to the minifigs. The first figure included is Monkey Kid himself, and he looks really cool. I love the chest printing, a lot of detail on that, even a bit of leg printing on the sides, which is pretty rare, but I really like that. Got really nice leg printing, got even some back printing going on. I really like his earphones, really love his hairpiece, and on the back he's got more of an angry, like, painted face. I don't know, it's an interesting figure, but I honestly really like this figure, very unique and cool. Then we have this green woman. I'm sorry I don't know her name, but she looks quite interesting with this Transformers headpiece. Really cool, like, dragon printing on it. I like the leg printings, really neat, like, blade she's got going. I like the back printing. You can just pop off her head and she's got a neat little face. But I really like the helmet, and actually a really interesting figure. Really interesting, like, dragon blade she's got going. I like it. Then we got this guy named Sandy, and wow, is Sandy a cool minifigure. I love his massive orange beard and mohawk. That looks incredible, and he looks so ripped. I love his sweatpants with some detail on the side of it. Really nice. No, like, back printing or anything, which is a bit of a shame. It's got this neat pink necklace going, and it just looks really angry and bulky, and is a very cool figure. Then they took Sandy and made him into a smaller, pretty much catified him into a cat, and it's very weird. I honestly don't really know how to think about this, but wow, is this a unique figure selection in this set. He's got quite the mohawk going there. He's got some stripes on the side, got a little bit of, like, chest printing on where his chest would be, got a very nice tail. Just looks a little bit angry. Just such a unique and very interesting figure in this set. I kind of wish we got, I don't know, other, like, members of the team catified. I don't know why only Sandy has a cat. I honestly haven't watched the show. It's all in Chinese, so I haven't seen the show, but very interesting and odd to have a cat with a mohawk. I don't know. We have Pigsy, who's a very interesting figure. He did come in the Pigsy's food truck, which my brother also owns. I might review that later, but this is actually a different Pigsy. He's got this really cool leg printing on the legs. It's the first time I've ever seen printing on medium legs like this. It's very nice. I really like his like, leather jacket with his pink arms sticking out. Even got a big pack printing for his, like, restaurant. It's got this really unique head mold, but honestly a really cool figure. I like him. Then we have this Iron Ox General Leader guy, and he looks okay. I really like this, like, pink pauldron pad he has. I like the spikes he's got. Got a really cool helmet, but it is included in 3 other figures in the set, which is a bit of a shame. But he does have gray horns. Really like the, like, torch axe mix he's got going on. Likes back printing, but overall a decent figure. Then we got another ox with this sort of jetpack thing with 2 tires with red dots and flames sticking out of it or something. It's very odd. I don't know. It's just probably my least favorite because it's really bulky and tends to want to make it tip over. But it's pretty much got the exact same helmet but pink horns. It's got this really cool, like, red head, and that's the same with all these ox figures we're getting. But it's an alright figure. And then we get not 1, but 2 of these ox, just, I don't know, figures, henchmen, whatever you want to call them. Oop, he tipped over. And they're literally exactly the same. It's a little odd how we get 4 ox figures in this sets, but they come in almost every Monkey Kid set. Still got the orange headpiece, but pretty much the identical printing, just pink arms. So, you know, decent figure. I kind of like how we get 2 of them. I guess you'd use it for army building if you wanted a massive ox army, but, you know, decent figure. And we have this small speedboat that you can actually have the bulls on, which looks pretty good. I like the flamethrower on the front, the flame and a big gun, and they both just sit on these seats. This guy in the back has the controls, engine has a bit of flame, and there's actually, like, a little hammer or something that you can clip onto there. It's also got some stud shooters on either side. You just press those off, and they shoot pretty fast, but it's a pretty neat little, you know, side boat. I really like the purple and orange color actually match really nicely together, and it's a pretty good little side build, I think. Also included is a little speedboat for Pigsy, and this looks a little bit ridiculous. I guess it's supposed to resemble a pig with the 2 kind of squinty eyes at the front, and the nose also has a stud shooter and Of course, you can shoot that off, but it also does hold his like fork in place, which is pretty neat. Got some thrusters on the back, and he just clicks in place there. He's got a steering wheel, and he's got a hot dog attached to the stud shooter. So it's kind of an odd little side build, but part of me kind of likes it. I think it's kind of cute. And then the green Transformer lady also has her own little speedboat, which looks really cool. I like how it's like a horse head almost. Reminds me of the Next to Night's theme. Also got stud shooters on the front. I'm sure you all know how that works by now. It's got some green thrusters, which look very neat. I really like the white color with the, neon green. Unfortunately, there's no place for her to store her weapon, so she sort of has to hold it when she's going along. And it creates a few problems because it's a little hard to, position her on there, but she just clips on the handlebar, and she's not actually, her feet aren't actually attached at all. But it's a pretty cool side build, honestly. I really like it. My favorite side build in this set is actually the mech. This looks really, really sick what he's got going here. I love the Monkey Kid logo on the chest. Unfortunately, there's no thumbs on like the hands, but it's got a pretty wide range of motion. You can do it in a bunch of different ways. It does attach his staff, which he can hold. It's a pretty neat staff. I kind of wish they used these for like the Darth Maul lightsaber things. That would be really, really cool. But you can just fold this down, and he literally just kind of sits in loosely in there, and when you put this in, it kind of attaches him in there, which is pretty cool. The legs look a little bit ridiculous, but I do like them, and I like the feet, and they keep him up pretty well, which is nice. And he's got stud shooters on his wrists, which are really, really cool to see. I like how it, can launch off his wrists like that. It also has some like harpoons sticking out the top as like antenna or something. I'm not quite sure what that is. And the back is a little bit bare, and there are these two clips, which I will show what they do in a little bit, but this is a really, really cool mech. I like it. And here's the finished model, and I will say once again, this is my brother's set, so thank you to Sam for letting me review this, but if I could describe this in one word, I think it would just be massive. Like, this thing is surprisingly bigger than I was expecting. This is my 14-year-old hand compared to this monster of a ship. This thing is absolutely massive right off the bat. I was amazed by the sheer size of this set. This has a bigger footprint than most of the other sets me and Sam own, and this thing is just massive. It is just huge. It's really incredible just right off the bat. But there are a ton of features in this set as well, so let's get into the review. Down here we actually have like a pipe with a plant growing out of it, which is a neat little detail. And it has this really cool dark green and like light tealish blue color just along the entire outside of it. That makes it look really, really cool. I love the like tires on the side, just like a real freighter boat would have, and pretty cool like side. One fun feature is that you can actually lift up the side quite easily, and inside is the little horse-powered jet thing, which is really, really cool. Pretty much the exact same thing over here where you can lift it up, but instead of the horse one, it's actually, Pigsy's one. And I think that's such a cool detail, especially to have it on both sides where, you lift up the entire wall and how the speedboats just rush out to attack the Ox. And that's just a really, really cool feature. Pretty much the same amount of detail over here. You actually have a little staircase leading to the second floor, and just a little bit of walking room over here. I really do like the pipes, and especially the AC here. Like, that's just such a neat little detail. You have a ladder with some signs on it. Here you actually have a clip-on like big weapon that you can actually have the mech hold to swing around and smash things. So the mech can actually hold this and swing things around, which is really cool that you actually have a place to store this. And then over here we have some Chinese writing and then DH Shipping Co. So this is actually from a Monkey Kid TV show, which is a show that's, I'm pretty sure, only in Chinese. So my brother's really into these sets, but he's not Chinese, he just really likes the feel for it, which is interesting. So it actually has quite a bit of Chinese writing along the side of the boat, which I think is quite interesting. You have some graffiti. I really, really like the monkey graffiti on the side of it. It makes it look really run down. You have some solar panels here, which is pretty neat detail. You have some fish on a clamp. I really like the pipes and stuff here. That makes it look really, really cool. You have another pipe, and then we have a cloud over here. I'm not quite sure what that's for, but I guess that's cool, and I especially like these gardens and this little thing that has like an electrical warning, like it could zap you. That's a really, really neat detail of the set. Here you actually have a roller coaster piece along the side of it. Just brilliant piece usage in this set. Got number 9 and some more stickers along the side, and you also have some stuff over here. A really neat feature is you have this crab and some barrels over here, and you can literally pick it up out of there and spin the crab, and 6 of the white studs just shoot off. When you twist this crab, it shoots the studs off. And then up here we have like a satellite and an area for someone to stand, and actually if you knock it, it knocks to the side. Pretty sure that's on purpose, so you can have, things knocking to the side and have it sort of fall apart, which is pretty cool. I do like this like crane, which has a very wide, range of movement, and it can move pretty high, pretty low, and moves around quite a bit. So I definitely like this crane detail. It definitely reminds me of like a freighter ship, and that's just really cool. Here I placed Monkey Kid. We have some ladders, some more detail over here, and it actually has 2 trapdoors and one on the other side that lead down to the boat, so you can have them climb down, into the boat. And there's another one on the other side, which is a really cool detail, and you can just slap that shut. And something that I didn't notice until I actually got this set in hand to review is that it's actually pretty much a hollow tunnel when you have the boats out all the way to the other side. It's pretty much a hollow tunnel, so you can have them, walk through it and stuff, and really a lot of really cool interior in this set that you can just, walk around the ship like that. That's such a really cool detail. If you want to gain access to the interior of the ship, you can actually sort of just pull apart both of the ends, and it all folds out to have its own base. So really, with the full interior of the set removed, it takes up even more space. Like, this thing is absolutely massive if you unfold the entire thing like this. And you can also just pry this off to make a little bit more room, so you can actually pop off, a bunch of sections of it to actually access the interior of the model, which is really cool. Smack down in the middle, we have this thing that I was hoping would be an elevator. Like, it kind of looks like it would be an elevator, but it's just locked in place, which is a bit of a shame. I kind of wish we got an elevator. That would be cool. But we do have some wrenches on the left and some more tools on the right, and then usually the ships would, be stored there. To the left of all that, we actually have the mech, and it actually stores inside, which is really, really cool. The 2 clips on the back actually just sort of hook into place a little bit loosely, but it does its job well, and you can actually have the mech stored in there with ample room to spare, I might add, inside of there, which is really, really cool. But with the mech taken out, we get a much better look at the interior with some cool Chinese writing here and a big, pretty much, map of the mech, which is really, really cool. Got some tanks and some, I don't know, just stuff. I really don't know, some pipes and stuff. We have some tools, and this is honestly a really, really cool interior to have an entire mechanic shop for the mech inside of there. It's a little bit cramped, but it's really, really cool. And to the right, we got just a little hangout spot where you actually have an entire hammock for Sandy, which is really, really cool with this big net piece. And you just kind of toss him in there, and he fits in really, really nice. I like that detail. One thing I forgot to mention on the outside is that there is actually a little cat door, which you can just kind of press to open up, and it leads to the inside of the living room where we have a TV, a remote, coffee mug, couch, and I put Pigsy there. But you can actually have the cat walk in from the outside, which is really neat. You have the cat actually has his own place on the ship. You can actually take him out, but there's actually a little place down there where I'm not sure if it's a litter box or what, but you can just kind of have him hanging out up there, and that's a really, really cool feature. Down here we actually have a bathroom, which I find is very hard to access. It's got a toilet, a sink, and there is actually a litter box here with a bit of poop in it, which I think is funny, but it has a plunger. It's just kind of a shame because it's really hard to access and almost impossible to put minifigs in, but it does have a really, really cool detail on the outside of it, which I do like. So at the end of the day, should you buy the Lego Monkey Kid Monkey Team HQ, Secret HQ, I honestly don't really know what it's called, I would say heck yes, go for it. I was very surprised when my brother brought this. I honestly wasn't very impressed at it. I don't really know the show Monkey Kid. I'm not honestly interested in watching it, but it somewhat reminds me of a more high-tech, futuristic Chinese version of Ninjago, and I'm not a huge fan of Ninjago, but I really, really enjoy this set a lot. I definitely don't think you'd be disappointed if you bought this because of the sheer size of it. Like, for $170, you're getting almost 2,000 pieces and quite a hefty build we got here. Lots and lots of big pieces. It's pretty sturdy, a little bit hard to pick up, quite heavy, honestly, but really, really a good quality set. I'm gonna give this set a 92 out of 100. Like, that's really high for me. This set is surprisingly good. Maybe even better than the Millennium Falcon. I honestly don't know. Like, if you're looking at Millennium Falcon or this, I honestly couldn't recommend. Maybe I'll do a comparison sometime of both of those sets. They're both really great sets, but this set is just incredible. The amount of detail inside, so many great, unique, very, very odd minifigures. It's really such a wild and wacky set, like something that you would not expect. This is very out of the ordinary, but fun, and I just really, really enjoy this set. So this is Seabreak Productions, sign off for now. Let me know what you guys think of this set, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.